together. We actually hung out all the time. We became best friends. One night, in between our incessant watching of Dirty Dancing and New Kids on the Block videos, we joked once about how much it would be fun to have our parents get married and then we'd actually be sisters. Little did we realize that it actually would work. It worked. Not sure how many of you have seen The Parent Trap. Well, that's exactly what happened. So let me just say, it's been a roller coaster. Sorry, you have to read, we're a little nervous. There were highs and lows, and everything in between through this journey. We became sisters in every possible way, and although we didn't realize it at the time, at least for me, it was the best thing that could have ever happened. They don't make many people like Tom Fisher anymore. He was in many ways a mentor, teacher, optimist, therapist, purist, and above all, treated everyone with respect. He worked at being a professional at all times while he was officiating. He was fair, impartial, and respected. I would often greet him and impersonate his voice, claiming to be him. That always got a smile out of him. He was a great person to have met, a better person to have worked with, and the best person to have been able to call my friend.
Mr. Fisher coached us with a quiet intensity. Unlike so many other coaches, he wasn't a screamer, which is why we heard everything he said. And of all the physical education teachers I have ever had, he's the only one who modeled physical fitness. A good voice, and they both were convinced he could outrun any middle school student. The best memory from them is seeing Mr. Fisher at his home in Westminster shoveling snow wearing shorts. We wish to thank Mr. Fisher for his mentoring, kindness, and presence in our lives. The world is a better place because Mr. Tom Fisher was here.
My brother Tom Fisher. Tom Andrew Fisher, my big brother, was named after our grandfathers. Mom's father, Thomas DeWitt Klein, and Dad's father, Andrew Franklin Fisher. I was named after a member of a celebrity trio of the day. I'm sure you've heard of the Three Stooges.
Good morning, everybody. I'm honored to share this time with Tom's friends and family celebrating his life. Again, my name is Mike. Tom was a loyal friend, a mentor for 22 years. And my best friend. He was like an older brother to me. He had such a big life and touched so many people. It's hard to know where to begin. I don't know any person that met Tom and didn't have something wonderful to say about him. He truly had a gift of connecting with people, understanding them, making them feel special, and that they mattered.
Good morning. I'm Cousin Jean. My mother, Helen, was Tom's older sister. Tom was a war baby, conceived in love, but accompanied by reasons indicative of that time. When his father returned at war's end, Tom was not much of a baby anymore. Uncle Warren and Aunt Dottie welcomed Larry, a boomer. 5 months earlier, in a time of national jubilation, I entered the world, likewise, a boomer. On the surface, all appeared well, but in reality, the effects of war's horrors were surfacing in the lives of the world's newest war veterans. Uncle Warren was no exception. In my case, before my second birthday, my sister Andrea was struck and killed by a car driven by an inebriated neighbor in front of our house on New Year's Eve. She had celebrated her 8th birthday just days before. Andrea was the apple of my father's eye, and my father would never fully recover from this loss. Neither would Uncle Warren from his unexpected experiences. Only in old age am I able to fully understand the reasons for the connection Tom and I made during a pivotal point in our lives. I like to think it saved us both. God works in mysterious ways.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Fisher's grandchild, but I like to call him T-Pop. I decided to come up here today to talk to you about some of my T-Pop's life accomplishments. Well, first, he had the pleasure of me being his granddaughter. He also had a big heart by marrying 2 great ladies so I could have 2 amazing grandmas. I'm sure everyone knows how good of a gym coach and teacher he was, so I don't think I need to talk about that. But what I think his best life achievement was how hard he fought against cancer for us. Not just for himself and his health, but for the happiness of his friends, co-workers, and most importantly, his family. Sorry. That is why it's always important to not just be sad about someone's passing, but to remember the wonderful life that they've had and shared with you. We all know about some moments in his life that we might not want to know about. The story that I'm about to tell you is probably more embarrassing for me than it is for T-Pop. It was Rehoboth Beach 2018. I was 6 at the time. My parents had been teaching me how to pee in the ocean. Well, I shouldn't say they were teaching me. They were more like, all right, Charlie, pee in the ocean. And then they would just need to go get a beer. So my first attempt was to just sit at the shore, open my legs, do what I needed to do.
All right, so before I begin the official talk that I'll give, or speech or whatever it is, the last thing that my father said to me when he actually knew who I was I love you, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. But the actual last thing that he said to me when he actually had no idea who I was tell Jeff I said hi. So before I start, in honor of a dying man's last wish, Jeff, I see you right here. Tom Fisher says hi. So, trying to distill the years with my father into a few sentences was really difficult. So it ended up in chapter format. I think we're okay. One other note, Brenda has not seen this or heard anything about it. But as you guys saw, I can outrun her very easily after this. So I'll finish this and maybe Brent, I'll see you back at the house.